Hi there, Frank here for premium members for the trading day of June the 6th, 2025, a Friday. Just a quick review here before the week is over. So we are trailing several positions. Markets have been good to our methodology, basically, and we need to stay humble and just keep focused. Now, the ES moving to the upside, you should or could be long, especially if you followed us, and also on all the others. But let's just look at the RTY, which has been in our focus recently, and look at this beautiful action here today. Now, I'd just like to make one comment here. One other benefit of trading relatively larger charts, listen carefully, is that if you trade a small chart, then this retest of the breakout area, and I'm talking about this area here, may be a cause for frustration, depending on how you do this on a small chart. However, if you trade the daily or even the 4-hour chart, but perhaps the daily, you haven't even missed the train yet. You see, the party is just starting. So if you see a breakout, a movement on the small intraday chart, you can still come back to the daily, because the daily, the party is most likely just starting. And you can use this retest on the small chart to actually an area to go long from for a trade on the daily. I hope that makes sense. Let's move on to some currencies. We were dealing with a trigger on the Canadian dollar. Here we go. The trigger is not there in the Market Scanner Pro anymore, of course, because we have the next candle now opening. So on the 4-hour chart, any trigger that you see here is on the Market Scanner Pro, my Market Scanner Pro, for 4 hours, as long as that candle is open. Of course, if you adjust this to any other time frame, then the message and any reading will be here for the duration of that time frame. When the next candle opens, obviously, there will be new information here. Okay, so the Canadian dollar, if you're trading currencies, many others are moving up, but perhaps this is a viable long to be in. But of course, we have many other things happening. So, for example, CL Energies, we identified a potential measured move, and that potential measured move is now in the works. Look at this. You could be long. Beautiful breakout here this morning. SI just had to do sooner or later what it did. And now it's again, we'll retest, no doubt, the breakout area. So you can expect some action here in this area, 35-ish area. So if you made some profits, 1 hour, look at the 4-hour chart. Of course, let's take the money and then we'll look at some upcoming opportunities. If you want to hold a silver position longer term, then this is the long-term chart. And as we mentioned many times, silver was 50 in 2011. This chart is a adjusted historical futures chart here, so that is distorted. It was not 56, it was actually 50. But whatever it was, this is the long-term landscape. So this breakout area is just starting on the SI. Okay, so however you want to chop this up into one big trade or several small trades, we know where SI is headed most likely, and the trade is the long-term trade. Probably the part of the long-term trade is still ahead of us. Long story short, it's a good week. I hope you had a chunk of the potential results here as well. And also next week, we're going to have a webinar with our good friends at Shark Indicators, to which we're looking forward. And we hope to have you on board for the rest of the days, weeks, and the year as well. Have a good week. We'll be back Sunday night. Until then, mindful trading.